Hey, what's going on? It's the One the Ofa Show. You know the inscription, aka Kenneth Spence. I'm talking to you just for a few minutes. I actually wanted to do this video because I want to ask you something. Something that is something important. Today's Thursday, March 14th, 2013. Tomorrow is March 15th, 2013. It's my birthday, my 30th birthday. So it's a what is it? Not a landmark. It's notable. It's something. It's something good. But I'm thankful to God for allowing me just to see even today. If I don't make it tomorrow, that's not to be morbid. That's just to say, life is but a vapor. So but it is a blessing to have made it. To be blessed to have seen these many years of life. To a matter of fact, I can actually see the photo above. Thank you, Deanna and Brian, for that photo right there for me and my wife. But really, the purpose of this video is actually to ask you for a birthday present. This particular birthday present is a little bit different, though. And if you're actually watching this on YouTube, if you actually go into the info box below, I'm going to explain things in the video, but in the info box, you're going to see a link to a web page. This video is also on that web page, in case you got here from Facebook or something like that. But the reason for this video is as follows, and I'll try to be as concise as I possibly can. Last week, as a matter of fact, I actually was contacted by a woman from the Murrumpudi Church of Christ in India. I actually was excited. I was like, okay, wow, this is awesome. Murrumpudi is a small village in the southeast area of India, and there's a gentleman there. The woman I spoke to was Swarupa, and her husband is Vijay Mopidi. Please forgive me, sister, if you see the video and I've butchered your last name. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, VJ, if you see this video and I've butchered your last name. She actually shared a few things with me. We were kind of just talking back and forth. It was like a blessing to talk to someone who, from another country, who was in the church. It was just awesome to me just to be able to do that. And of course, she extended an invitation to come and preach. And on the webpage, you'll see pictures and all that stuff like that. And then her husband and I, we started to communicate, Vijay and I, and really just meeting him, has been an awesome experience. This gentleman has planted in India 70 congregations of the Church of Christ. He's only 35. He actually turned 35 last month. His birthday is actually the same as my best friend Matt's. But 35 years old and planted 70 congregations through his Mobile Bible Solutions ministry company that he has. And he's really been working with the MBS program over there, which is a Bible school over there to train preachers. And has trained several preachers, has planted 30 personally himself. But through the program, by training other ministers and other preachers, he's been able to reach out into those areas and build. And so for me, I saw it and I said, man, this is an incredible gentleman. Iron sharpens iron, as it says in Proverbs. And I'm like, man, this is just powerful to meet this man, because it's been an inspiration. It's an inspiration, lets you know like where you could go, where you could take it to the next level. Well, we got into a conversation. Little deep. We actually Skyped, and in the Skype conversation, finally met face to face, and just an excellent gentleman. Met his 3 beautiful children, and they're just incredible as well. And we were talking, and we began talking about church goals and things of that nature. And then he shared something with me, and what he shared was that his wife is a teacher, and they survive and live on her income. And I'm like, okay, that's understandable, but I didn't understand all the circumstance until he shared with me that he is severely in debt, that the congregation he's at, it's not a wealthy congregation. He supports the congregation. And I'm not calling to ask you for that. I said calling, didn't I? I'm not making this video to ask you for that. I'm making this video because he is supporting also 15 other preachers at 15 other congregations financially. And it really warmed my heart, because this gentleman doesn't have very much, but still gives all that he can to the Lord, to the church. And so we were talking, and right now I'm the interim preacher at the Valley Road Church of Christ in Warrington, Pennsylvania. And it has been a tremendous work, a phenomenal work. They've actually hired their full-time minister, and he's coming back in, and Dominique and I will reside our membership back in Philadelphia at the Overbrook Park Church of Christ. And he made us, and personally I'm just saying, well, what's the next step? I'm working on my bachelor's in biblical studies. I've been working on it for a while now. What's the next step right now? What work can I do right now that can greatly impact the Lord's church? And I took up this cause. When he shared with me that the preachers in the province that he's in the area that he's in, are really trying to have the church be their full-time income, I was like, well, how much is a full-time income for them? And they said $100. This is all U.S. denominations. $100. And I said, 100. And I said, wow, $100? And he said, yeah. I'm thinking $100 a week. I'm like, oh, man, that's pocket change. I'm like, church could afford that here. But because I've gone, spoken at other congregations, been paid 100, been paid 200, been paid a little bit more sometimes. But I mean, I'm looking at, I'm saying to myself, well, how much? I'm thinking this is just a weekly basis. Nah, he said that this is $100 per month. And these men can really help their families. These men can really focus on the task at hand to do their job. The focus on the task to grow the church. And I said, wow, that's incredible on so little. And he broke down to me that they are in need of certain things. And so what I'm asking you for is a donation to help these 16 preachers, these 16 congregations of the Church of Christ in India. Below, if you're on the webpage, you'll see a donate button that leads you to a PayPal site. There is not a specific amount of money that I set that you had to pay. Look, this is a birthday present to me so that I could give it to him. And really, it's being changed from one PayPal account to his PayPal account so that the transition goes through smoother. So what I was looking at was, I was saying, what is it that they need so that we can help these preachers move forward? And it's 5 basic things. When he and I spoke, it was only 5 basic things. The first is a Bible in the Telugu language, which is the language that they speak in this particular area, in this particular in the Morampudi village. And so when I saw it, I said, okay, that's phenomenal. Okay, what else do we need to do? And he says to me, okay, well, the second thing is that they're in need of a lantern. Each congregation needs a lantern. Now, why, you may ask, is kind of a strange request. Why would they need a lantern, a gas lantern? And the reason they need a fuel lantern is because for those of you who are victims of Hurricane Sandy and experienced blackouts, you know how long that blackout was. Well, that's a normal occurrence in certain parts of India, in this particular part of India as well. So what it is once it goes black, it's not safe in that building. See, we look at the Bible and we see religious persecution, and when we see religious persecution, it's it's amazing. It really is, because we today don't really experience the physical religious persecution. Here's what I mean. What he explained to me and shared with me, or what Swarupa shared with me, is that what sometimes takes place, because this is a Hindu government, a Hindu religious society, is that there were times where they would be, when particular religious celebrations are going on, disruptive of worship service, vocally, sometimes physically disruptive of worship services. The land that they're actually renting for the building that they have right now, the rate went up. I think it was about $16,000 for a land that they wanted to buy so that they could build a church building. Well, the price went up because they found out that they were Christians. The price went up to $23,000 just for VJ's congregation right now. And I'm like, that is ridiculous from my vantage point, being in the United States. So if it's dark, it may not necessarily be the safest place to be. So what he said one of the needs was a lantern. that if a blackout took place, they can still have worship service because they'll still be able to see. The third item was a bicycle just to transport them from point A to point B so that they can continue to do the ministry works that they need to do, and also support their family in terms of taking them to work or to school or things of that nature. A megaphone to do evangelistic efforts, which is very effective. Vijay has developed a very incredible system when it comes to setting up a congregation and really reaching out to others. And the fifth item, as I said before, the fifth item is the sewing machine. The sewing machine is for the preacher to actually earn income. So instead, it wouldn't be $100 a month; it would be $40 per month to support their families. And here's what I can say about Vijay. What he shared with me, or Vijay, what he shared with me, was that he gave 500 rupees to a preacher, just so he could keep his family, his children in school. 500 rupees is $10 US. Do you know how small that is? But how big to us, how small it is to us, but how big the impact is over there. So what I'm saying, all in total for 16 preachers, the amount that would be needed is $6,936. $6,936. There are some people in this country who might be on the lower end, what you would call the poverty line, and they make more than $6,936. But this is beneficial to 16 preachers. We could change the lives of 16 preachers, 16 congregations, that they could reach out even further. This right here is the foundation for the future. So what I'm asking for is a birthday present. Seriously, I'm asking for a birthday present. Listen, if this video was placed on your page or in your group or whatever, if you go down to if you click on the video, or if you go over the video, the title will pop up. If you're in a Facebook group, click on the title, it leads you to a YouTube page. When you go to the YouTube page, in the info section, it will lead you to the web page set up for this. Listen, I didn't put a particular amount when it says donate. Whatever you put in there, if it's $1, if it's 50 cents, if it's a quarter, I don't care. Because all of this money is going to support the Lord's church. I'm just asking for that. And you want to know, and I know it seems, I'm just asking for that because when I hear some of the things, there's a lot I'm not sharing. But when I hear just some of the amazing work that has been done, when I see, and below in the links, you'll see links to MBS Ministries, that website, to the orphanage that is being planned, and that's another goal at another time. But also for just pictures from Vijay's Facebook page, from the Morampuri Church of Christ Facebook page, just to see the pictures of the works that they've done. These people have given selflessly. And we live in a country that just has so much. And I know it's hard, I know it's rough, but imagine knowing that $1, that might mean nothing here. Is just a 99-cent bag of chips. That might be a bottle of water. That might be a cup of, I don't know too many places where $1 a cup of coffee, but could be just something like that. And that can have such a tremendous impact on someone around the world that really needs it. So I'm asking you, can you give me a birthday present by donating to this fund so that I can give this money to them? Transfer, it's really, once your money is donated, what's happening is it's a simple wire transfer to the bank account of MBS Ministries. So it's moving from here to there. So your money goes directly there. There's no fees for me. I ain't taking none. There's no fee. We are blessed in the fact that PayPal, they say, listen, if it's over 10,000, then we have to find out exactly what it's doing. But you're knowing exactly what it's doing. Nothing needs to be reported to the government, which would be an extra cost and all of that stuff like that. So this money is going directly to MBS Ministries over there in India. I'm telling you, it is a fantastic work that is being done. And we, not only as members of the church over here, but we as positive, moral people, if you're not a Christian, you have the ability. You have the ability right now to change the lives of 16 people, 16 congregations, and possibly because of your seed that you plant there, be able to improve the lives of thousands, of hundreds of thousands of people, all because of the seed you plant. So yes, I'm asking for a birthday present. As I stated, you click the button below to the button below, which will lead you to the webpage, which leads you to the link to donate. If you don't need any other information, I think I put the link down there as well to go straight to the donate page. But whatever you can offer, trust, no one would be angry if it's 1 cent, because that 1 cent can change the lives of so many people. So I ask you this. I pray that God bless you for your gift already, because I know this ain't coming for me to do, but I just wanted to share this with you. Just a quick, I know it's 15 minutes or 16 minutes, but I just appreciate just all that you've just watching this video in total. To be able to help so many people. God bless you. God keep you. And I pray that the peace that surpasses all understanding, that you are blessed with that. In His holy name, amen.